that voice? Nico! What's going on? How can Nico be here?
It's up! Hurricane! See this? Hold up! No escape! Outside! Hold up! Rip them apart! Photo blue! Double haze! Pounding! Hold up! Eat it! Up! See this? Too slow! Eat it! Die! No escape! Let's go! See this? Attack Fury! Deception! Cross! You're wide open! Deception! No escape! What? Armor Crush! Deception! Double haze! Armor Crush! Hold up! See this? Resurrection! Armor Crush! Hurricane! Hurricane! Hold up! Eat it! For what? Photo blue! Armor Crush! See this? Hold up! Give way! Guys like Magile! Illusory Veil!
I can't believe it. Is it really you? Velvet? What is this? How are you alive?
I could ask you the same question. Where have you been this whole time? You just up and disappeared. Everyone thinks that you were eaten by a demon. But I knew it couldn't be true. You're too strong to let some crummy demon take you down.
You're alive.
Sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you in front of your friends. I have to let everyone know the good news. You finally come back to us.
Nico's alive. She's alive.
Don't let your guard down. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, naturally, we've got a Reaper with us.
Let's head for a ball. We can ask everyone there exactly what happened.
Yeah. This can't be. After what I did, when he killed Laffy.
Velvet, are you all right?
Of course I'm all right. I know I'm right. I'm sure of it. This isn't how the village should be.
Well, let's stay calm and investigate.
I am calm. I'm fine. Really.
It didn't seem like that was someone else masquerading as this Nico girl.
But if she's the real thing, then something very unnatural is going on. You get me, Rokuro?
Yeah, we better keep an eye out.
Velvet! You're really all right.
Oh, thank heavens! It's so good to see you!
Where have you been all this time? You never even wrote!
But I don't. I thought the whole village was wiped out that day.
Yeah, it nearly was.
But just when we thought it was all over, Arthur, Lord Artorias saved us!
No, it was his doing in the first place. He sacrificed Laphicet.
It really was a shame what happened to that poor boy.
That's all you have to say? A shame? My brother Laffy died
I'm sorry. Truly, I am. But you can't lose hope, dear.
He's right. What counts is that your brother's still alive.
He's alive?
He's in your house. Don't worry, we've all pitched in to take care of him.
I don't...
Velvet. Velvet, let's go to your house and see.
Yeah, okay. Luffy... Luffy's alive?
What's wrong?
Well, that didn't break it.
Next time you suspect an illusory art, test out your theory on yourself.
You think we're all seeing an illusion?
It's possible. It wouldn't be the first time.
But an entire village? That shouldn't be possible. Shouldn't be, no.
How do we approach this? Try to break it apart at the seams somehow?
No. For now, we and our enemies share the same goal. Come on, help me look for the Therian.
Sure.
I think I'll stick with Velvet.
I won't stop you.
Keep a close eye on her. I don't think she's entirely right in the head at the moment.
Yeah.
My home. It hasn't changed a bit.
We need to be careful, Velvet. Aizen thinks this could be a trap.
You think Nico and everyone are being controlled?
I don't know. It's just...
You think it could be Melchior's doing. But even so... It's not going to work on me.
You're insane. People can fight against pain, but...
I won't be deceived by this.
You'll open your wound!
You're warm. Luffy, you're really alive. Luffy?
He's been asleep. Ever since that day. I found him at the shrine. Collapsed on the ground. His wounds healed, but he's never woken up.
If he's still alive, that's all that matters. I'll find a way to wake you again, Luffy. I swear I will. We'll be together. I still have to thank you for this comb after all.
So that's where Velvet's comb came from.
Did Lord Artorias really try to sacrifice such a defenseless child?
What's wrong, Laphicet? You don't look like your usual perky self.
I'm okay. I'm just glad Velvet's all right.
What? Your name is Laphicet too? What a weird coincidence!
Yeah.
Hey, sorry about all that, you guys.
Don't worry about it. What are we going to do now?
If it were me, I'd make Laphicet something he really likes for dinner tonight. He can handle soup. Maybe he'll notice the smell of your cooking and it'll wake him up.
Yeah, maybe I should. Would you watch after him while I go buy what I need?
Of course. I am at your beck and call.
Is there anything I can do to help too?
Yes, please. I'll need you to be my taste tester. All right, first I'm going to whip up my special quiche. And then I'll throw in tomato and egg soup, and some pudding.
I didn't even know your face had smile muscles. I wonder if they've located the Therian.
Let's just leave that to them.
You're not curious?
Of course I am, but for right now, I want to stay close to Velvet. I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Something more important than finding the Therian?
Yeah. My stomach is twisted, and I've got a chill up my spine. I'm really scared.
Very well. I trust your feelings. We'll leave the Therian to Rokuro and Aizen, and stay with Velvet then.
Thanks, Eleanor.
Magilu, what will you do?
Whatever I feel like.
I shouldn't have asked.
Thanks anyway, Magilu.
Are you sure you're doing the right thing? In the end, whatever happens, happens. Wiser words never spoken, right?
It's been a long time, hasn't it, Velvet? I wanted to apologize to you for ages now.
Apologize? What for?
That business with Arthur. Back then, I said he seemed like a fraud. I know you took it pretty hard, but if he wasn't there 3 years ago, our village would have been destroyed. I'm sorry I doubted him.
I didn't trust him then either. I only realized how amazing of a person he was when he saved all of our lives. I'm ashamed of myself. All this time we've been feeling terrible, thinking we may have driven you to leave the village. Please, forgive us.
That's not... I didn't...
Where have you been these past 3 years? It must have been tough living on your own, without any family to help you. Sorry, you don't have to talk about it if it hurts. But if you ever feel like talking, we're here for you.
I know we can't make up for all the pain we put you through, but if there's anything we can do, just ask. And if you'd like, you're always welcome to come back. The whole village would welcome you with open arms.
Between the cold, the famine, and the demon blight, there were times I thought the world was done for. But over the past 3 years, I've stopped worrying.
I know we're overly reliant on Arthur and the Exorcists, but this village has changed. The Exorcists taught us that there are things the demons hate. We can't defeat them, but we can keep them away.
It's peaceful now. Exorcists stop by on patrol every now and then. We haven't had a case of demon blight since what happened to your sister was horrible. But you and Laphicet should try to move on. Make the most of your lives.
I hope he wakes up soon.
I'm sure he will.
Velvet! It's been forever! Great to see you. You haven't changed a whit.
What do you mean by that?
Have you seen Nico yet?
I have.
She's as full of life as she always was, right? Come to think of it, nothing's really changed much, has it?
I suppose not. By the way, how are Orthy and Russ doing?
Those pups haven't changed a whit either. They saw a guy with a big sword walking with a dour-eyed fellow in black. They freaked out and hightailed it.
That would be Rokuro and Aizen.
Those dogs are as cowardly as always.
So, what part of Velvet hasn't changed a whit?
She doesn't have any makeup on?
Uh-huh.
The coming of the Malachim are a gift from the Empyreans, a reward for our repentance and our renewed prayers. The Malachim are our blades against the demons, and the exorcists the hands that wield them. Humanity's hope.
You never change. Want me to take you home this time?
No! Don't treat me like I'm senile!
Okay.
Oh! It's you, Velvet. Be careful when fighting prickle boars.
If they charge you, punch them in the nose, right?
No! Throw sand in their eyes!
Sand in the eyes. Got it.
You finally started listening to me. You're 16. You've really grown.
Yeah.
16? But aren't you 19?
Leave her be. Hey, could I get some eggs, milk, spinach, and tomatoes? And I'd love to know what cheese you'd recommend too.
You got it. And in celebration of your homecoming, I won't even charge. With you cooking up a feast like that, I'm sure Laphicet will wake up straight away.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
You're getting spinach? I can't really handle it myself.
You'll never grow up strong if you don't eat your spinach, young lady.
I've done just fine without it so far, thank you.
Oh, if you insist. I'll leave it out just this once.
Wow, Velvet, you must be special. Not many folks get to be friends with an exorcist.
She's not my friend.
The way you two bicker, I find that hard to believe.
Oh yeah, do you have any prickle boar?
Oh, I'm sorry to say that I'm out at the moment.
That's fine. I'll hunt some up myself in the tranquil woods. Just like old times.
Actually, there haven't been any prickle boars there lately. You should try the Morgana Woods instead.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for the tip. Alrighty, to the Morgana Woods to hunt some prickle boars.
Yeah, sure. You don't like spinach, right, Eleanor?
Well, you know, All right, it's true, but keep that between us, okay?
Velvet really seemed to be enjoying herself at the shop.
Quite. And she can really pick out a nice balance of foods while making every gulp count. She seems so cheerful and carefree.
That's the real Velvet. I'm sure of it.
Yes. An ordinary, dutiful, loving sister.
I wish she could have stayed that way. She could have lived a happy life, surrounded by her friends.
Just plain Velvet Crow, sister to Lord Artorias.
And maybe not Lord Artorias, but just plain Arthur.
A happy, ordinary life for an ordinary girl, with a kind family and supportive friends.
We're looking for prickle boars. Keep your eyes on the thickets.
I'm extra good at beating up the weak
I'm not one to go easy.
do this. Okay, this should be enough. Huh? What's wrong?
Nothing. I just feel a little sorry for them is all. I hear you. These prickle boars might have all been family. People can be so heartless.
Yeah, I'd forgotten this feeling. But what can you do? At the end of the day, we have to eat just as much as they do.
Yes, what can you do in this situation indeed? Shopping, hunting, laughing with friends. That was how our life used to be, wasn't it?
Yes, it reminds me of my own past.
Huh? But wasn't your village... I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. The happy times I shared with my family, I still treasure those memories. And even after the attack, I've still been able to find happiness. Eating a good meal, making new friends.
And falling in love?
Yes, falling in...
Love?
Look what you made me say, Bienfu!
There's nothing to be ashamed of. Most every girl's happiest memories are of her first love, after all. Don't you think there was someone special out there Velvet had feelings for? A first love? Do you really think so?
That's enough of that talk, Bienfu. You sound like an old man.
No! I'm only 150 years old and already being treated like an old man!
But still, I would like to meet the guy Velvet first fell for.
I wouldn't.
I see. You're a guy.
Heard the news about your brother. I'm happy for you.
So, what's your plan now?
You guys are snooping around the village.
Yeah, we wanted to check out that shrine too, but we got stopped. Apparently, the Abbey's designated it off-limits. If there's a Therian around, it's probably there.
I'm going to draw it out. If this is a trap, things may turn violent. Either way, this place is about to get a lot less tranquil.
The same as everywhere else I've been.
You can quit here if you like, but I'm going to keep on fighting the Abbey.
And if I try to stop you, you'll insist, I presume.
Velvet, no!
I'll give you 1 day. Once you've made up your mind, come meet me at the Cape.
I'm with him. How tomorrow shakes out depends on what you decide, Velvet.
Your hand. It's...
As you can see, I'm a demon. 3 years ago, I was the one who attacked this village and...
I don't want to hear it! Demon, or no demon, you're still you! Okay, so you're scary! I'll get used to it. I promise, I'll keep it a secret. Let's just live here in the village like we used to, okay? You, me, and everyone else.
Nico.
That was rather good, Velvet.
Yeah. Laphicet gets a gold star for being such a good taste tester, too.
Tomorrow, I'll fix you up a nice stew.
Hey, is this... It's the original copy of the book on Enominat. And all the pages are here. Velvet...
Hey, Fee. Can I borrow your compass real quick? I'll give it right back. Please?
All right.
He really wanted a compass, more than anything else. Just like you, he loved to stare out at the sea, wondering what's on the other side. He wanted to go adventuring someday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I bet once he wakes up, you two will be really good friends.
So, this is what your life used to be like before everything happened, huh?
What's gotten into you? Maybe I made the pudding a little too sweet.
Velvet, how do you know what it tastes like?
I think I'll get myself some shut-eye.
But what are you going to do about tomorrow?
Magilu, are there arts that let the caster manipulate dreams?
Huh? Dreams? Why?
There is, yes, an art that requires a certain type of Moloch. It envelops you in a fog and reads your regrets, then traps you in a happy dream.
An art that reads your regrets and shows you happiness. I'm going to the Cape.
Now? What on earth's gotten into you?
Velvet... Velvet! Don't go. Stay here. Stay with me.
This is Fee's compass. I'm sorry, Laphie.
No, don't. Wait. Velvet, wait. Don't leave me here.
Velvet!
There you are.
Velvet, you have to stop your friends. They keep saying they're going to the Cape, and they just won't listen.
The Abbey's forbidden anyone from going inside. We'll all be punished if anyone breaks the rules.
I hate to say it, Nico, but I think I'm a terrible person. I really thought I could have my old life back again, and I could forget everything else. I tried to act like I was doing it for Laffy, but it was all for myself. But I can't forget. I shouldn't forget. Laffy is dead. He was murdered without even knowing why. I will never forgive that. Ever! So get out of my way. If you don't, I'll devour you again!
Velvet. Why?
Why must you do this? There we go. The truth at last! Out of my way!
A color-me surprise. I didn't think you'd actually top it out. What are you talking about? Focus on the monsters, sweetie pie.
This way! The shrine's through these woods!
Hey, mind telling me what the hell's going on?
It's a trap. Trap, trap, trap. Our enemy spun an illusion based on Velvet's dreams.
That's a nasty little art.
But Velvet saw through it all?
She did. But even if it's all a dream, such brutality on her part.
Velvet's always been our brutal poodle. But to shake off the dream by herself, now that's something. The boundary between dreams and reality is demarcated solely by one's own heart. What? I'm saying she's wowie zowie cool beans. Come on, we gotta hurry.
There it is! The Therian! Wait, I know you. Nico, stop! Sorry, pups. You're coming with me.
Velvet!
It's okay. I killed their owner. I deserve all their hate. And then some. But not now. Understand? Once I get my revenge, you can tear me apart if you like. I promise. Until then, I'll need your help.
Guess the art finally evaporated.
The book! It disappeared!
What book?
I found a copy of the ancient book with every page still intact. It was in Velvet's house.
Artorias' book!
The real one might still be there. We should go back to Velvet's house to search for it.
That was one hell of an illusion. I have to admire the skill that went into its construction.
The caster probably has a tethered Moloch with a unique power on the same level as my Reaper's curse. I can think of one person who would lay such a wicked trap.
Still, we may have a new clue to the nature of Innominat. You found Innominat's book, right, Laphicet?
Yeah, in Velvet's house.
Then let's hurry to Velvet's house.
I don't think we have a chance.
That was tougher than I would have liked.
It's empty.
No surprise there. Artorias is too thorough to overlook something like that.
If only I'd showed it to you as soon as I found it.
Don't beat yourself up over it. We wouldn't have been able to read it without Grimoire anyhow. It was just a dream. All of it.
This was your room, wasn't it? You can knit?
I was trying to learn. Nico said she'd teach me how as a thank you for giving her my quiche recipe. We wanted to finish a set of scarves for the winter.
Velvet.
Forget about it. I don't need to knit anymore.
Check out all these complicated-looking books.
A hand-drawn map!
Nice. It's incomplete, but seems quite detailed.
It's beautiful.
My brother drew it every day. Even when his fever got too strong for him to read a book, he'd stare at that map for hours.
Laffy said he wanted to travel the world?
Yes, it was his dream. I never understood what made him want to do something so dangerous. But I'm living his dream now. It's ironic, isn't it? Those are the graves of my sister and her son. He died before he was even born.
They're in rough shape. We should lay some flowers.
Don't bother. There's no point.
A keen insight. Eating one would be cruel enough, but plucking an innocent flower just to offer it as decoration for some memorial. That's not even a sacrifice, just a cruelty devoid of all purpose.
Melchior!
As obtuse as ever.
I take it you're the one behind the dream fog?
I must say, you did well to break through such resolve. If you weren't a Therian, I'd be tempted to take you under my wing.
Did you come here to flatter me?
Indeed. Although I was already in the neighborhood to retrieve this book.
I'll be taking that.
This book was compiled by my dear friend, who was also Artorius' mentor and predecessor as head of the Exorcists. It contains the hopes and dreams left by a noble soul who gave his life for the world that grieved him. It is not for a tainted demon to touch.
Like we need your permission!
Look who obeyed me for once.
Is that... You didn't!
Be patient. You'll know everything before long. What we seek is the realization of a perfect order, as tranquil and beautiful as a wildflower in bloom.
A perfect order?
Let's go. There's nothing left for us here.
Look! It's the Book of Enominat!
What's it doing there? Wait, that's one of Arthur's.
Actually, it's a copy that Laphicet made.
Laffy made a copy of the book. He transcribed it all by hand, and then he sold it, just to buy me that comb.
There was something here for us after all.
Laffy.
If that's the complete manuscript, we might be able to unravel Enominat's secrets.
We'll have to show it to Grimoire.
Pulling one over on the old man, are you? Never a dull moment with Lady Calamity around.
That horned monster.
He was with Melchior. There was something different about him. He wasn't a Moloch, though, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a demon. But why would the Abbey be working with a demon?
He could be a Therian, maybe. I mean, there was Medissa and Kamoana.
No, I don't think so. The Abbey keeps their Therians behind barriers and bound to Earth Pulse points. A Therian can't send malevolence to Inominat while walking freely.
That's correct. And besides, Orthrus was already here.
In any case, now we know Melchior has a mean-looking bodyguard in addition to his illusions. It'll take quite a lot to stop him.
Aye. That's a fact. Eleanor, there's something I have to ask.
What is it?
Did you leak our plans to the Abbey?
Eleanor hasn't done anything like that.
Then how do you explain Melchior and his illusions already waiting for us when we got to a ball?
I promised you that I would work together with you until I found the truth for myself. I'm not up to any tricks. It's far too late for that now.
Exactly what a guilty party would say.
If anyone's suspicious here, I'd say it's you, Magilu.
No tricks. I don't even know what a trick is.
Enough. If Eleanor was leaking information, then Titania would surely be under attack by now.
Right. I'm sure the Abbey would love to have those Therians back.
But the enemy was in that village waiting in ambush.
The Abbey isn't foolish. They figured out by now that we're rounding up the Therians. They'll have left traps for us with each remaining one. It's the obvious move.
All right. If that's how you see it, I'll stand down.
So you trust me then?
No. I'm saying that anything the Abbey tries, I'll be ready for it.
Oh, such a brave, determined soul.
Eleanor, does the Abbey possess an art that can control demons?
Not that I've ever heard of. Besides, if they could control demons, there'd be no need to resurrect Inominat, would there?
Can't argue with that.
But Melchior was obviously in control of that demon. How did he manage that?
You can't tether them like a Moloch, and Melchior wasn't using oaths or mana to compel him. No, this was something more like mind control.
Mind control?
Let's say you know your target's innermost desires. You simply conjure the right illusion. Show them what would push their buttons in just the right way.
Ah, if you can create an illusion of something someone really wants, you can control them.
Exactly. You can force a powerful burden upon your target's psyche. Until their spirit breaks, that is.
What happens when they break?
Depends on the target. They might become an empty shell, they might go wild with desire. Eeny teeny spiny crow.
You sure know a lot about this.
Now that you put it that way, why would I know so much about it? What if someone is controlling me, making me say these very words? How horrifying!
I believe I'll take your words with a grain of salt.
Listen, Eleanor really isn't spying on us. I was with her almost every minute, and when I wasn't, Vevlet was watching her. And she's a woman who keeps her promises. She wouldn't lie to...
Laphicet.
We understand, Laphicet. It's Eleanor. If she were lying to herself to somehow keep spying on us, the guilt would fill her with malevolence.
I see. You're right. The fact that I haven't turned into a dragon proves that.
Thank you. Both of you.
I didn't think you were giving them information intentionally.
But there are illusionists like Melchior out there. That means we can't rule out someone recording your thoughts in secret.
I don't think we need to worry about that either. Not with you and Laphicet always near.
Now that that's settled, it's time for you all to testify to my innocence.
That could be difficult.
What?
Well, okay. Why don't you start off by telling us all about the time you sold us out to Teresa back in Helives?
Oh, why bring up that old yam? You're a very vindictive man, do you know that?
You're just figuring that out? Well, there's your proof at least. You wouldn't make much of a spy.
She really wouldn't.
Hey, that's not what I meant! You were mean!
Excuse me. My partner and I here would like to put on a comedy show if it's possible.
Ah, not often you run into someone with a real fire in their eyes. All right, show me what you got.
With pleasure.
Eleanor, I'm impressed. I didn't know you had this sort of initiative.
You just have to do what you have to do, right? Besides, if we pull this off, it could be our chance to get closer to Modulou.
Did you say Modulou? I haven't seen her recently, but she seems to be making a name for herself in Logris.
Yeah, her dances are really beautiful. Do you know her?
I do. Her and her teacher, Valta. Now, I'm not saying Modulou isn't great, but Valta was utterly sublime. I worry about him pushing Modulou so much, to be honest. He's never been one to accept compromise in his art.
Huh. I didn't know that.
We don't have time to stop and feel bad for our rivals. Did you memorize the script?
Of course I did. And I won't tolerate any slip-ups from you either.
Hearing that just makes me more motivated. Well, let's get going. We've got a show to put on. Hi there! Thanks for having us again! The Bienfu Keepers! Magic Azam!
Whoa, back it up. Again? If we're supposed to be regulars here, then why does everyone look like they've never heard of Bienfu? And what's with this Magic Azam stuff? Is that some kind of spell?
Gosh, it's really been getting cold here lately.
Are you just going to ignore my questions?
What does it matter? Aren't you too cold to worry about things like that? Does this feel summery to you?
I can be cold and ask you questions at the same time. Actually, it is rather cold.
See? I said it was cold. In fact, I've been so cold lately, I even set fire to my clothes.
Isn't that going too far?
Well, that's how cold I was. In fact, that wasn't enough, so I set the house on fire too!
Your house? Why would you do that?
Oh, don't worry. It doesn't bother me at all. And who said it was my house? The one I set on fire was yours.
That's a crime, you know.
Huh? What's wrong? That's not in the script.
Arson is a serious crime.
Well, yes, but...
In the script, the punchline was supposed to be, but when I saw how much it would cost to replace them, I got the chills.
Yeah, but I got into the moment and thought I could ad-lib something better.
You're advocating something morally abhorrent. Change it back.
What's the big deal? You're getting worked up over a joke.
Crime is not a joke. Even speaking as a normal citizen, I can't condone speech that promotes such a horrifically antisocial act.
Oh, now you've got me all mad. I give up. For good.
No, it's bad.
I said I give up. For good.
No, it's bad. My deepest apologies for putting on an act about something so terrible today, sir.
Well, the whole thing was meant to be about morals anyway, so how did we do?
Can I just ask you one question? Are you for real?
Yes, I am.
I should have known.
Welcome back. Did you find the Therian?
Yeah. We're bringing these two back to Titania.
Dogs? Look, lizards, no problem. Walking hunks of armor I can deal with, but dogs? On my ship?
You're not a dog person.
I was, bit by one when I was a kid.
Then you've got nothing to worry about. If they're biting anyone on this ship, it'll be me.
Are you okay, Velvet?
Oh, sure. They're just dogs.
No, I mean, in general. Fine, they can come aboard. I'll take us back to Titania.